Welcome and what is up there, everybody? It has been way too long since we have last met. I really missed making videos for you guys about trading stocks on Robinhood. It has been a really long time since our last video. I remember that we started a challenge back in, I think it was on September 20th that we started a challenge. I said that we're starting from scratch week 1, day 1. And from there, I was growing $1,500 up as high as I can, and I was going to record the progress. But unfortunately, I had too many things going on, and I think that right now is the time where I can start posting once again. I'm pretty sure I can start posting at least once a week for you guys, and I'll be updating you guys on my portfolio growth. It has been pretty interesting in those last 2 months. As you guys can see, we have grown a little bit more than 1,000 from the $1,500. And I'll be going over my portfolio, the stocks I own, the percentage I'm up, what I did to actually make money in this video. But before I do, I'd really appreciate you guys could smash that like button below and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys have not yet. I'd really appreciate it a ton. Alright, thank you guys so much for that. So let's get into the video. So today we are up around, let's see, 0.25%, around $5, and we're down around $3 in after hours. So that's not too bad. In the last week, we are down a percent, $18 basically. Last month, we are down 36%. I don't know why it says 36%. It's not like I had $2,900 back then. I think Robinhood is glitching right now because I definitely did not make that much money and lose it yet. So in the last 3 months, this is more accurate. We started the challenge, I think it was around here, around 2 months ago. Ooh, it was probably around here. Yeah, something around here, September 20th, so exactly on this day. And from there, a lot has happened. As you guys can see, we lost a lot of money. We went down to 1,360. So we went down that low, and that was probably just through a little bit of options trading. And fortunately, we made it back up almost to $2,000, and now we had a little bounce down, but that's all right. We're still growing from there. So let me explain what happened throughout that time. So here I started trading options with credit spreads, and unfortunately I was still in the learning phase, so it did not go too well. And finally I found a specific strategy that I really liked with a specific stock, and it started just exploding my profits on that stock and those options trades, and I was able to grow from $1,300 up to $1,900. So it was over $500 in gains. And right now, we made a little drop because it was also a little bit of an options trade that didn't go in my direction, but it wasn't too bad. And right now, what I think I'm probably going to stick with is just long-term investing and maybe a few credit spreads here and there. But for the last week or two, I haven't done any options at all. And yeah, that's basically how I've been growing. And in the last week, this is since I started doing just long-term. I think it was around 4 days ago, 1,854. And we've grown in the past week. We've grown that around $30. So it's not too bad, just long-term investing in the last week. And I'll show you guys what kind of stocks I have, which stocks I own for the long term, and how much I'm up on them or down. So might as well just click the total gain and loss so you guys can have a little overview really quick, and I'll go a little bit more in depth in each one. So obviously the leading one that's making me the most amount of money is Apple. This initially was bought for a swing trade. I was going to buy Apple for a little bit of a swing trade. I think it was around this area. It wasn't even lower. I think I bought it around $200. So it must have been like somewhere around here. I bought it for a swing trade. I ended up not selling it because it just kept going up and up and up. And good thing I did so because I ended up being up around 30% on the stock. And I bought it, let's see when I bought it. I bought this stock at, there you go, September 3rd. So it's been around 2.5 months, and we have grown around 30%, which is amazing. And Apple is still growing incredibly fast. So that is our top gain stock for sure, beating out everyone else. So the second stock that I own is PSEC. This may be controversial. This is a monthly dividend stock that has a pretty big yield of it doesn't say on Robinhood, but it's around 10%. It pays out a 6-cent dividend every single month. So let's see if we can see the dividend right here. Yeah, we earned 66 cents off the shares that we own, which is not too shabby, and that is basically why I own the company. I'm up around 1.2%. So basically what I did with this stock is I found that it has this long period of time where it just stays around a certain area and then has a huge dip down, like it did here. It has a huge dip down, down, down. And right now it had a dip down, which is where I bought most of my shares. And I'm just planning on holding. I don't really want to hold the stock too long because it doesn't have really good financials. But on the other hand, it does have monthly yielding dividends. So I might just stay for this month's dividend and I might just leave this stock because it's a little bit of a risky stock. It's not really a long-term great stock to invest in. The second stock that I own that has made me some nice gains is Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble right here, we're up around 1.65%. What can I say? It's one of my favorite companies just for long-term and dividend. Has amazing growth. And yeah, I just bought it on the dip. I just bought all these stocks I could on the dip. And if I saw them, they were profitable. All right, I think we also got a dividend, 2 dividends from the stock actually. Main Street Capital. So we're technically up on it because we made 30 cents in dividends and we lost 20 cents in capital gains. So it's not too bad. And with Main Street Capital, I also just bought this stock on a dip. I saw that it was monthly dividend REIT, and I wanted to get into some REITs. So I just bought this stock, and I want to just hold it for as long as I can, just making those 15-cent dividends every single month. So the next stock that has made me, this is one that's in second place, that has made me money long-term investing is Next Era Energy. Next Era Energy is this company that actually a friend of mine told me about, which I was completely unaware about because I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Have you guys ever heard of this company, Next Era Energy? I did not know about this company, but when I saw its charts, I immediately fell in love with it. Look at its charts. It's up 30% in the last year. In the last 5 years, it's a steady growth of 125%. So what I did with all the stocks that I do, I saw that this stock was on a little dip. I don't remember exactly where I bought, but I bought on a small dip, and it's been growing ever since. So that's why we're up around $13 on the stock, around 6%. All right, guys, so the next one, this one's a little bit of a swing trade, and this is SPXL. With XPXL, I saw that the stock market was growing extremely fast, and it was looking to keep on growing, and I saw that I wanted to buy it on a dip just to get a little bit of gains for a swing trade. And I bought this at, let's see, 58.93, so probably around this dip somewhere here. And it just shot right back up after. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell the stock pretty soon just for that little 4% gain. If you guys don't know, this is actually a 3x ETF, meaning that it goes up 3 times more than the average stock market and 3 times less. Like if it falls 3 times more than the stock market. So I'm pretty much probably going to sell it this following week just to get rid of it because I don't really want to hold 3x ETFs for too long because they decay. This one, I gotta say, one of my favorite stocks. I've been looking at this stock for so long, looking to buy, and I eventually just went in for it. So Microsoft right here, it's up 200% in the last 5 years, 40% in the last year. How could I not invest in such a beautiful company? Has such a beautiful graph. And guess what your boy Casper did? Of course, he bought it on the dip, like he always tries to do, and now we're up around 2% on the stock. I'm looking to hold this for as long as I possibly can because it's just an amazing company. And such a low price for a company that's like one of the biggest companies in the world. So I think that it's definitely a good stock to buy. AT&T, I bought this stock actually in this week so far, this week. And this stock has been growing insanely fast, and I've seen that it just had a huge drop. And that's why I decided to buy some stocks. It has had some big drops recently. And from there, it usually just bounced up and kept growing. So what I did is I just bought 4 shares, $150 worth. And I'm just going to hold this stock as long as possible because I don't see AT&T going away anytime soon. Hang on, guys. We're almost done. Just 2 more stocks left. So AMD, I'm not really sure about this stock because it's been growing so fast recently that it might go down in the very near future. So I was just thinking about buying the stock for a swing trade. I saw that I had a pretty big dip right here, and I was waiting for it to bounce up to around the $40 area so I can make a little bit of a swing trade profit. Right now I'm down about 60 cents on it, so it's not too bad. But I remember a long time ago when I first was looking into stocks, I remember AMD was around $13, and I was just deciding, whoa, that's a cool stock. Maybe I could buy it, maybe I shouldn't. And now I completely regret not buying this stock because it has grown 3 times since that time. And how much time has gone by? Let's see. It has been since May 2018. So that has been Alright guys, and the last stock that I own is Tapestry. I saw this stock from Financial Education. If any of you guys follow his channel, Financial Education, shout out to you. Awesome channel, awesome stock picks you have. But I saw that he owns this stock, and I was genuinely curious about it. I saw that it had a huge dip down from like all-time highs at $53, and now it's only like $25. So I decided to buy in on the stock because, basically because of its just cheap price, and it has a lot of potential. And since Financial Education recommended it, and I've been following his channel for a while, I wanted to dive in and try out the stock for myself because it was mostly like a low ticket stock, so I can buy a little bit of it and not very much stress about it. So that's basically what happened with the long-term investing. And just a really quick overview, what I mostly did trade for these huge gains with options that I probably won't want to do in the near future because it is a little bit risky, to be honest, which is gold. I saw that gold had a very steady pattern. I think it was around this area where it always just bounced from the support, hit the resistance, and all I did is played credit spreads, either put credit spreads or call credit spreads on it, and I made some nice profits and premiums from that. So that's basically how I made those profits. If you guys want, I can make another video about it in the next week. If you guys want to know exactly how I made that $500 just doing options, and this wasn't even super risky options, it wasn't just naked calls, naked puts. These are credit spreads, so it's a little bit safer for just trading for people who don't want to take up so much risk when trading. So yeah, that was my full portfolio review. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate you guys could smash that like button if you guys have not yet, and subscribe. Feel free to subscribe. So if you guys enjoyed the video, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great day.